Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Sunjoku. We're back at it tonight. We're running part two to our Evolution Angel deck. Really made a few good changes to this deck, tweaking it a little bit, and I think we're ready to jump it into round one of our challenge. For you, those of you that are new to the channel, we play 3 games of play mode. If we go 2-1 or 3-0 or better, then we move it into ranked. If we do 2-1 or 3-0 or better in ranked, then we go ahead and jump into a tournament. If we get more than 4 wins in the tournament, I recommend you guys build it. If we lose any of those stages, we just scrap the deck and start over again. It's a pretty cool concept. We have a lot of fun doing it. The Evolution deck we played with last night, I saw had a lot of weaknesses. It wasn't able to really handle the board states that were coming at it. It played pretty good the night I played where I was not streaming live. But then the next night we came out, we got took out pretty quick by red decks. And then we had a green-white deck that kind of ran us over. We won the 4th game, but our hand kind of played out perfectly, and I realized that we needed more removal and we needed a little bit more speed. We went ahead and dropped out the Starfield Mystic completely. He just was not working for us. And the Dreadhorde Invasion, we dropped that as well, just because it's nice to have if you have the Visitation online, but it's really not strong enough to have as just your 2-drop. So we went ahead and made some changes to it. We're still running 4 of the wings. We dropped down the Dawn of Hope to 2. We were running 4. I was just getting too many in my hand, and it was just too much. It was filling up my hand, and it wasn't useful enough because you're not going to be able to pay 8 most turns to get 2 tokens out there. But it is a good card to have for the extra draw power, so we dropped that down to 2. We're running 4 takers. This is brand new to the deck. This card slows down red, and it really slows down control. He's been working out pretty well for us, so we're going to keep him in there. We added in the Legion's End just for the removal. I want to try to keep the board clear as much as I can to get to the back end of this deck and really start making things happen. The Vitality we couldn't drop because if you go Wings on 2, Vitality on 3, it's a huge, huge combo. Then you have a 1/4 and a 4/4 flyer out there. We're still running the 4 Prison Realms, and then we jumped up to 4 Mortifies just so we can hit the enchantments and keep the board clean. The Scales isn't going anywhere. That card is incredibly strong. And it has, I meant to mention that earlier, it has 2 Afterlife. The Taker also has the Afterlife, so if we do have the Visitation online, we're really going to just be running over people with the Angels. We're keeping it at 4 Visitations. I do still love this card. I want to see it every single game. That's why we're running 4. Kind of sucks when you open up with 2 in your opening hand. But if we have a bunch of 2-drops with it, we can make it work. The Dreadhorde we're keeping in there just because we do gain a lot of life in the games where we do. If we can just empty somebody's graveyard or our own graveyard to get everything back, that's huge. Keeping the Sky's Blade because this chick's insane. And then we bumped up the 3 Finale of Glory just because we can use it early just to get some blockers out there. And if we use it late after we had the Visitation online, it really is just probably the best win con in this deck. We switched up the lands a little bit. We're running 12 plains now. Dropped it down to... And then dropped it to 4 swamps. Sorry about that. My headset started going crazy. Then we're keeping the same dual lands that we had in there before. So let's go ahead and jump into some games real quick. See if we can go 2-1 or 3-0 or better and see if we can keep this deck alive. If not, we'll scrap it and start over and see how it goes. Round 1, starting up. Let's see if we're going to make it a winner. Dragon's Forgotten. So we have the Wings, we have the Taker, we got the Mortify and the Prison Realm, and we have the 3 lands opening up. That's something we were missing a lot last night. We'll definitely go ahead and keep this. See what we're playing against. Get into another Prison Realm. Drop our Wings out. It's kind of a toss-up between the Taker and the Wings, but... Hexproof from black. I think I'm going to drop the Taker right now. We can always chump block this if need be. Plus this will slow him down in case he tries to do something like a cast down on our turn. There's no reason for us to swing in here, so no attacks. We have the Prison Realm open for next turn, depending on what happens here. This trade we will not make. We'll just take this too. Get into a Glory, so we can play that for 2 right now. I think I'd rather just go ahead and Prison Realm this to get it out of our way. That way we can go ahead and swing in for 2. I'll actually keep the Legion's End on top for right now. Smart play. Can't Legion End that because it has the hexproof from black. I'm almost tempted just to Glory here, just so we'll have the extra blockers out there. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll Glory for 2 here. We're not going to swing to kill this yet. See if he has more removal. Has another Mortify. Get our Afterlife token. Hexproof from white. He goes and heads and swings here. We're going to put that block on. Oh, we did have first strike. I just didn't want to really take that right off the bat. The Dawn of Hope really is not going to help us right now. Just really hoping to get into a land there. We don't have the black mana to play the Legion's End yet. I think we need to go ahead and Prison Realm that again. Get into a 5th mana. Not the color that we need. I'm going to go ahead and pitch that to the bottom. Yeah, no attacks there. We're just going to go ahead and pass it back to him. We're going to stay in the defensive right here. Just going to start generating some tokens here. See if he makes a swing. He swings both. He has 2 open mana here. We're going to try to make this block. I'm sure he has a trick up his sleeve here. That does have first strike on it. That does not. So we'll take the 3 and see if this trades out here. Get him to the Angel. No attacks. Gets another token. These tokens get a plus on the next turn as well. That's really going to hurt us. make these blocks. Get into the Visitation, but that's not going to help us right now. The Dawn of Hope is really not going to help us, and we're missing out on the black mana right here. We're at 12. That will do it for us for game 1.
Together, we are unstoppable.
Good game to you, sir. If you make your swing, I'll let you go
See
ahead
in
and do it.
yourself what I see in you.
If you're playing against somebody and their deck's going off, if they're not screwing around, let them go ahead and finish it off. You don't get to see it too often. We always appreciate it on the back end of ours. We still have no play. We finally get our black mana like 6 turns into the game. It's a good game to you. We still got a shot at going 2-1 here. Let's not waste the time. We'll just concede out of this. Not having that black mana up front kind of hurt us, but we had such a good white opening hand that we had to keep that. Really having fun with this deck. I don't want to scrap it, but the rules are the rules, so we will keep playing it. We should be able to get 2 quick wins, I'm guessing, here. If you guys have any ideas for these decks, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. I love building new decks and just seeing how they work out, running them through these little challenges. We've had a couple good ones come through. Then we've had a couple that have flopped. I have a feeling this is going to be a good one, though. This is actually looking pretty good for us. Our opponent goes first, but we'll have the Legion's Ends to take care of his initial attack. If he doesn't play anything, we'll drop the Taker. We kept getting screwed last night, only keeping 2 mana, but I'm hoping that the changes I've made will fix that. So we'll keep this. Get the Prison Realm. Drop the white. Get into another mana. That was huge for us right there. He doesn't have a play yet, so we'll go ahead and play the Taker out. Swinging for 2. Got a decent amount of removal in our hand now. And there he goes. So we were actually looking really good that game. I have a feeling he had a good bit of land and then just kept drawing into land. But we'll take that either way because I'm pretty sure we had that game in the bag right off the bat right there. We'd be able to remove anything he played for the next 2 or 3 turns and just be able to swing in. And so we definitely had a true advantage in that game. Let's go ahead and jump into game 3, see how it goes. So we're 1-1. I'd like to pull this out. I'd like to put this deck into ranked and see how it does. I have a feeling it would do pretty good as long as we don't have like a really, really bad opening hand, or if we have to mulligan down too far, that will really screw you when you're playing something that needs preferably 3 lands in your opening hand. But if you mulligan to 5 and you have 3 lands and 2 5-drops, I mean, you're still screwed. Snap that Scorpion. Pet that cat. This is a tough one here because we have the 2 lands, but we do not have a 2-drop to go along with it. Our opponent goes first, and we're filled with 3 drops on the back end. It's a little too risky for us to keep. Since he's going first, we'll mulligan this. We have our 2 white lands. Now we have the Dawn of Hope. We have 2 Vitalities. We have the Prison Realm, and we have the Dreadhorde on the back end. Not too worried about this. We'll probably end up pitching this. If we can get into a land, we should be okay, so we'll keep this hand. So keep mulligan 2, so we'll keep here. Pitch the Dreadhorde. We're going to play our shrine tapped on turn 1. Got into a bishop. That's really good for us right there. In a perfect world, that would have been a land or a bishop. Did not get into a land there, but we're going to go ahead and play the bishop out now. If we can top deck a land, we can get the vitality out there. Graveyard, sapling token, you gain 2 life and draw a card. We did not get into a land. I think we're going to go ahead and put the Dawn of Hope out there right now. Go ahead and swing in to see if he can stop it. He does not. It's curious to see if he had a cast down right there. That's why I swung it, in case he was holding on to it, because usually they won't just take that one for some reason. They'll cast it down. He did not have a play right there. We also did not get into another land. We'll go ahead and drop the taker out right here. We'll swing in again. If he misses another land drop, he might quit out on us. He does get his land. Ah, yes. This little combo right here, we cannot let happen. We're going to go ahead and take the creature instead of the enchantment. The plains on top will take. We'll go ahead and swing in for 3 here. And there he goes. Those Saproling decks can be incredibly strong. Their main piece is a 5-drop, and it's fixing to rotate out. So you might see a good bit of them coming forward just because people enjoy playing them. I really enjoy playing them. I thought about building one, but I was missing a few of the wild cards, and I didn't want to spend them right before those cards were about to rotate out. So if you guys are thinking about doing it, if you don't have the cards, do not do it. This rotation is right around the corner. I personally can't wait for it. Like I said the other night, make sure you're surplusing your gold. This next set should be incredibly strong since everything's rotating out. And we went 2-1, so we will drop this thing into rank tomorrow night. We will see how it goes. You guys make sure you tune in for that. We should have a real good time doing it. I hope you guys had fun. If you did, please click that like button. If you want to jump in and bullshit with me during the games, go ahead and click that subscribe and the notification bell. And we will see you guys tomorrow night for some rank games.